Welcome to Open Mind Industries podcast, The Mind Unleashed. Sit back, relax, and unleash your mind.
So you guys know how it goes. But yeah, man, thanks for coming back on. My voice is all a little raspy from working so much, and got that sickness going around. I'm surprised you haven't gotten it yet.
Is it raspy, or is it raspy because you're yelling at people?
Probably raspy because I'm yelling at people. You know, people don't listen or understand.
We're recording now, right?
I am, sir.
So I can just put you on blast about your illegal fight club.
Oh, what did you find out about this? I mean,
what's going on, man? How's it going? In this audio exclusive episode of your podcast, man, this is crazy. See, me and you, it's all about making history, and history is being made right here, right now. See, we are really cute, and we don't want our cute faces to be a distraction for all the viewers. So it's just like, just listen to my voice, because I'm more than just a piece of meat. You know what I'm saying? We got things we need to say.
Yeah. So what was going on with you, man? Like, I haven't heard from you in a while, and all of a sudden everybody's been giving me a fill-in on, oh my God, he's lost so much weight.
I'll tell you a fill-in. I'll give you a fill-in right here, right now. Exclusive fill-in with an open mind.
Oh boy.
All right, check this out. I am a lot lighter than I was when I was on your channel. I'm not going to go into too much detail about that because I haven't been talking about this too much. I'm kind of working on something behind the scenes, so I'm going to keep it like that. But with that being said, I am down 110 pounds. Back when we worked together, I was a size 58 in pants. Now I'm a size 40. That is a drastic difference, all from the way I eat. I stay active, but from how I eat is 90% of my weight loss.
What do you think? Like, what made you're working on something, and then was it like, oh my God, an epiphany? I need to start changing my diet around. What was it? What were you eating before?
Whatever I wanted.
Okay.
The thing about that is, like, growing up, I didn't know about eating healthy. I ate what I was given. I was a child. I ate what tasted good. I ate what was readily available. I ate what I could buy at the corner store. Mm-hmm. So I'm buying all the ho-hos and honey buns and all that stuff. And, like, it's cheap and it's there. You go to fast food, it's $1 for a burger. It's cheap and it's there. So you buying the cheapest food that tastes the best. It's the mindset of that. I didn't know about eating. And when you think about eating healthy at a fast food place, it's a lot more expensive. What I didn't know is how cheap it is. How cheap it is when you are making your own stuff. Mm-hmm. For instance, if you buy vegetables separately, raw, it's super cheap. How I shop now, I'll buy a bag of carrots for $1. I'll buy a 4-pack of celery sticks for $1 something. Like a huge thing of fruit for $1.50. Like, buying the ingredients themselves, fruit and vegetables themselves, and just making things is much more cost effective, and it's delicious. And when you have stuff with natural sugars, you see it's much better than processed and added sugars. And like, when you have like good food, like low fat, and cooking it right, it's much better than the processed stuff. Like, I would much rather have grilled chicken and broccoli than a McChicken and fries.
No, you're not joking. No, you're not joking about that at all. I mean, even in my bodybuilding days and stuff like that, people are like, why are you eating that? I'm like, well, I can't eat that. I prefer to eat kind of clean. Oh, it's a little more expensive. I said, no, not really. If you start going to Walmart or to the stores and you buy things portionally, like your chickens, your proteins, it's much cheaper than heading out to a processed food place.
Yeah, it definitely is.
And I'm so glad you kind of figured that out. It takes a while, and the thing is, it's like hearing about you from freaking like a month ago. Somebody was like, "Have you seen him?" And I'm like, "Haven't seen him. He's not really been in the area." And you're like, "Oh, he has lost all this weight." And then I saw a post, and I got so excited, and I was like, "Bro, right on! Like that's what you need to be doing," because I know how it is to stay motivated. You go down that window. What made you get into motivation, man? Like, who the hell drove you to, Moby?
Myself,
Obviously, it's you.
me,
Yeah,
literally no one else.
no one else.
Here's the thing. I'm going to say this right now. People should be happy with who they are and what they look like.
Mm-hmm.
I will never tell anybody how much they need to weigh, and I'm not trying to be skinny. I actually want to be muscular, but I want people to be happy with where they are, wherever their goals are.
Yeah.
My personal goal is to have a body of a professional wrestler.
Okay.
And I was just like, one day I'll go do that. I don't feel like doing it now, but I'll do it one day. And so many times in the past, I would try things and it not work, and I give up. And try things not work, and I give up. And then I'd have these huge goals that I'd get nowhere near it, and I give up. And then I started saying, all right, here's my huge goal. I want to lose 100 pounds. But I'm going to make some small goals, and I'm going to try this out. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to, for 1 week, drink only water. And then that 1 week turned into 6 months. Like, you know what? I'm going to, this time, I'm going to try to drink almond milk instead of cow's milk. I'm just going to see what happens. You know, I'm going to try this out and see what happens. So it's like me trying things and then just studying and studying and studying on what actually worked, because there's so much myths and lies that are spread, and people believe it just because somebody told them, and they spread all this misinformation. And it's so easy when you actually know what you're doing.
It's all trial and error, and the problem is a lot of people that work out and stuff like that. It's try my plan. This plan might work for A and B, but not C and D. And nobody thinks like that. And the sad part is, it's like, oh, well, it didn't work for you. Well, thank you for spending the $90, but I have no idea how to fix you. And
exactly.
You as a person needs to, find what works for you, and you're trying every freaking thing, and it's freaking amazing that you're like, oh man, I tried this, but it didn't work.
Yeah. I figured out what worked for me without doing any of those plans.
Like when the plateaus hit, because I saw you going to Planet Fitness and stuff like that on a weekly basis. You work in the ropes, you're doing things like that.
It was 24-hour fitness. Okay. Now I'm doing LA Fitness. Gotcha. But honestly, the majority of my weight was lost outside the gym. The gym helps me build muscle, but losing weight, I do outside the gym. Gotcha. Losing weight is eating right and just being active. And how I eat now, it's like kind of like vegan, but not vegan. Because I eat mostly fruits and vegetables. I just enjoy that. I enjoy eating like that. Yeah. I like the bare essentials, so I could get my nutrients the right way.
Yeah. The minute you said, I took away from processed sugar to natural sugars, nobody realizes how much that F's your body up. Like, you really get fucked up from just processed sugars. And I do a lot of processed sugars because my body can handle it, but I'm in good shape myself, but it takes a lot of... Once you have natural, and your body's like, oh, this is great, this is natural. I need these.
Yeah.
Not the soda and stuff like that. I mean, I have my moments because I deserve them, And everybody's like, oh, but you do this and this. I said, yeah, but that's my lifestyle. I've lived the lifestyle.
And exactly. And I would never tell someone to not drink soda. Or I say pop. It feels weird to say soda. But I would never tell someone not to, because that's their life. You know what I'm saying? Because I do something, I'm not going to tell someone, you need to do what I do, or else you need to eat like I eat and drink like I eat. Like, no. Eat and drink however you want to eat. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
vegan lifestyles. It's like, oh, well, you eat, mom, a burger. It's like, that's what I'd like. I mean, I eat my veggies. I do what I do. I'm not judging
Yeah.
you. And I feel that people, when they get down to that kind of style of life, they're just like, oh, I'm being pressured into doing it. It's like, no, to each his own. We need to respect each other's food and diet and support one another.
I do both.
Yeah.
Because I'll eat like vegan. I'll eat veggie burgers, vegan chicken, vegan ground beef, and be delicious, and then eat like a meat lover's pizza the next day.
Hey,
Like I don't.
you found what works.
I eat what I want to eat, but I like having the different options.
Yeah.
For instance, going to Chipotle, me and my friend, I had the vegan bowl, and I had the vegan meat and the rice and beans and a bunch of vegetables, and it was jam packed. And my friend had double meat and queso and guac, and mine was like $7, or his was like 11 or 12.
Yeah. I had those moments.
And we had the same amount of food.
Yeah.
So it's just like, and it took me, I couldn't even eat it all in one sitting. I had to come back to it later.
Yeah.
People assume that when you eat fruits and, if I say eat fruits and vegetables, they'll think, in their mind, that's a side. So you're barely eating anything. It's like, no, you can fill your plate with this, and it has a great source of protein.
Yeah.
What I'm thinking and what I'm focused on is not, because I'm not anti-meat, I eat both. But what is best, like, what's the best for me? What I can enjoy, what I like, and what's good and what's healthy. Because I want to be healthy. I don't want to just lose weight. I want to be healthy. I want to eat food that's healthy. I want my heart to be healthy. I want to have endurance. Like, I want to live my best life. I want my body to be in the best condition possible.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like finding your own balance and your own zen. It's like somebody's like, oh, well, you like doing this and you work out and da-da-da. I said, because I feel good. I feel great. I said, I can't tell you how to, do your thing. I can give you suggestions, but what works for me works for me. But I want to feel confident in the morning. I want to feel energized. I hate that.
Yeah.
Once you finally get into your workout rhythm and you're like, oh my God, I didn't know I like this. And it feels so, you're energetic. Your body is like, thank you for this, because I've been needing this for a while.
Yeah.
The problem is people don't stay on that diet or that goal, And I think it's the hardest part of, getting back into shape and staying in shape. And people are like, oh, I want that Jason Momoa body, or I want this. It's like, you don't realize how long that takes and all the discipline,
Yeah.
And people are, oh, I want a body, but I don't want to hit the gym. It's like, well, first you should start with yourself. And then, like you said, your diet was the biggest thing.
You got to actually be dedicated and want to do it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to name any names. So I'm not going to put anybody on blast, because everyone does things at their own pace. Mm-hmm. But I once made a status on my Facebook asking, sending out everybody who wants to get fit and lose weight, hit me up. I'll help you out. And it was an open invitation that everyone wanted to take it seriously. Mm-hmm. And I would help them come up with a plan and start figuring out what works for them. I want to help people out. Mm-hmm. Not one person who hit me up actually went with the plan. Not one person who hit me up actually made those changes. Yeah, and at that point, I would hit them up a few times to check on them to see if they started. Yeah, no. And after the second time, I'm like, all right, that's all I can do. Yeah. I can't do the work for you. You have to want to do it.
I started my P90 again. I'm in P90X. Everybody's like, oh, it works. I'm like, listen, man, I've been bodybuilding and toning for years because of my disability. I've had to learn from trainers. I've had over 600 trainers to get myself back together. I said, and I found something that works for me. P90 keeps me going. I know when to wake up in the morning and do it. I said, I do my yoga. And they went, yoga? Ugh. And I'm like, no, listen, man, it really helps the body. I said, I'm 33 now, so I've lived it, done that. Everybody wants that six-pack abs. They want that, that rock-hard body. And then I'm like, you know how much protein that takes? Do you know how much dedication that takes? I said, you can't miss your loads, your unloads, your water. You're doing so much water, and you got to eat clean.
Yeah.
You got to really eat clean. And they went, well, I can go to Whole Foods and buy this. I said, it's so expensive to eat clean. I said, not expensive to eat clean. It's shopping properly. You know.
And people don't want to change anything. They have like things that like, I can't give up this. I can't give up that. No, I need to do this. I can't give up that. It's like you can't. When I was younger, I thought I can't give up milk. I can give up anything, but I can't give up milk. I love milk. And you know what? I didn't give up milk. I just started drinking a much healthier milk.
Yeah, it's really good.
And like people can do that. You don't have to give up what you like. Just get healthier. And some people don't even want to do that. No, I can't do that. I got to do it the way I do it. Like they're so accustomed to how they eat and drink, and they don't want to change it, and they don't want to explore. And they don't want to be healthy. Like they want to have the effects of being healthy without being healthy. And it comes down to them wanting to do it, putting the work in. I'm not talking about anybody because, like I said, everyone does it at their own time. I wasn't always like this. I was fat my entire life almost, and I chose to, you know what? I'm going to start taking this seriously.
It blew my fucking mind. I was literally, and I remember who told me, I'm going to say his name because he's a sweetheart of a man, and he loves you to death, and it was John D. Came up to me, he goes,
yeah, he's amazing.
And I went, no. He goes, I said, he looks fucking incredible. I said, he has never looked so good. And I went, Jesus. And I wanted to get with you because I'm like, what was his diet plan? What was his plateaus? What is he going through? And, you know, I said, I know what he's going, you know. The thing is, you know, what you were saying, now that you're here and you're in this mode, I want to help other people. I want to get you guys going through the plateaus that I went through. Oh, you hit me up. And nobody fucking came back and said, yeah, you know. And I learned that at a young age, too, because I was helping people out train for sports and shit like that. Hey, man, I'll come out with you and I'll train around like 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock at night so we can get better. And then, you know, they'll come in for 1 day. They'll go in for 2 days. And then by day 3, day 4, they want nothing to do with it, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm sorry, I can't make it out there. It's an excuse. And I'm like, you can't make excuses. I'm like, this body wasn't easy to achieve, and this mindset isn't easy to achieve. It's not for everybody, but if you keep saying, I can't, you're never going to start.
Exactly. They mentally defeat themselves before they even start because they feel they can't do anything. If you look at my Instagram channel, which I've been progressing, showing my progress, you would see how big I was when I first started all this. And hold on for a sec. 1 sec.
It's called a podcast in real life.
All right, I'm back. So if you look at my Instagram channel and you scroll back at how big I was when I started, because I originally was 380, I lost 20 pounds, and I was stuck at that for 2 years. No matter what I tried, I could not lose any more weight. And then last year, so I started losing weight again with the new changes I made. And those changes were made by me stopping, like me not following other people anymore. So when I start doing that, me and a bunch of friends got a gym membership to the same gym. It was like 5 of us. And then like you've seen the different work ethics, and one friend was like he was doing a bare minimum, and the other friend was doing workouts that he found on the internet and only following that. And then you had me and 2 others that was really going in and doing our thing. And the one who did bare minimum just stopped showing up, refusing to come to the gym. And then the other one, who was just following with the internet, just stopped showing up and didn't come to the gym anymore. And it went from 5 to 4 to 3 to now it's just 2 of us that still goes. And if you look at,
I think it's when they get in there and they're just like, nah, man, I you know,
yeah, when you actually start to put the work in, it's like, no. So it's, if you look at my videos, you see when I first start doing gym stuff that I'm not that good. I did a leg raise machine that I could when I very first did it, like it's a machine where you support your body weight with your elbows planted down, holding yourself up like that, lifting your legs. When I first did it, I instantly fell. I could not hold my body weight up from my elbows. When I was finally able to, I did a video where I said I couldn't, but now I can do this. And I did 3 knee raises, which I could barely do. I struggled to do that. Then I did another video more like months ago saying, hey, I could barely do knee raises. Now look at this. And I was doing knee raises, no problem. And I started doing leg lifts, but I could barely do the leg lifts. I made another video more recently. Hey, I could barely do leg lifts. Now I can do this. And I'm in a pull-up position doing leg lifts. So just showing the progress of me barely being able to do something and doing it great, and then going to the next level and then doing that. I have another video that I did recently where I attempted to do a push-up and I went up like an inch. Now, and a month or two from now, when I'm master the push-ups, I can put those 2 videos side to side of me doing the push-ups great, which I can't do yet, but I will, to show people where I'm starting and where I am now. Because just because you can't right now doesn't mean you can't ever. You just have to work towards it, and it takes a long time. People don't like to know that it takes a long time to get to where you are. You can't do it overnight.
I started training, it was the same thing. Somebody's like, oh, I want your biceps. And I'm like, these take anywhere from 6 to 8 months. This is a lot of different workouts to get these tone definition. But you're so strong. And I said, yes. However, I said it takes dedication. It takes time. And you're going to feel like you don't want to do it. The thing is, you need to come over those obstacles. Work might come into play, or your life might come into play, but you need to find yourself and say, hey, I'm going to do this. And then, 6 months down the road, you're like, holy shit, I can't believe I was there before. And then you're such a different person with mindset. People don't realize that, it just takes perseverance and time. And because you're going through all this stuff. I'm surprised that, your thing, it went down from, everybody went in because everybody's like, oh, let's do it. And then, it went down just to 2 of you, which is normal. I've seen that more times than I can count. I've seen people put, the funny thing is, they put their real actual money in per month because it's a locked-in contract for a gym.
Yeah.
Let's go to a gym. Okay, well, it's $300 for the year. Down payment's like $210. And I'm like,
yeah, it's a lot.
Bucks. You should be in that gym at least
to not work.
Yeah, 3 times a week you should be in that gym. Oh, no, brother, my girl's got something to do. Oh, man, a new game came out, I got to do that. Or, no, man, Game of Thrones is on, I got to watch that. Or, I'm really, really tired, And I tell people, I'm like, dude, I get up at 4 in the morning to go to work. I fit in a quick workout. I said, I need to get back into it. I said, my problem is just my timing. Because I had to carpool from my new house, to my job. I said, yeah, it sticks in her. Oh, but you must be so tired to work out. A little bit, but I fit a time into when to do it.
People would be surprised with how much energy you get from working out. When you work out, it gets your blood pumping, and when your blood starts pumping more, and it makes your body more. Your brain gets more blood pumping into it, which in turn feeds your body more oxygen, and you get more energy. So you actually get energy from working out. And people think they're too tired or busy. I did I pulled a double in Halloween Horror Nights last year. I did a 9-hour media day, had 5 hours off, and then did a 9-hour shift. I was at Universal for 24 hours. During the 5 hours that I had off, which I didn't sleep, in the 24 hours I was at Universal, I chilled with people. I was falling asleep there. I ate some food, which I was still barely awake, and then I went to the gym. This is me. I've been up since 1 in the morning. This is now 13 hours later. I'm super tired. I can barely walk. When I finished the gym, I had so much energy. It didn't even feel like I didn't sleep that day. And then I went on to do a 9 hour shift afterwards and felt great because I got that blood pumping, because I did that workout. So when people feel like they're too tired, like if you're tired, a workout is the best thing to do to get your energy back.
Yeah, it's the best thing, and when you get out of it, it's like that first 5 minutes, the warm up you're doing. It might be P90X, it might be DDP yoga, it might be something, it might be at the gym. You could just be on the damn treadmill or the elliptical. The minute you're like, all right, it's 1 minute, I'm done one lap, 2 minutes. You forget how many laps you've already done. You're like, man, I have all this energy, I'm gonna fight through it and get through it. You get off, man, your legs are pumping, your arms are pumping, you're just like, bro, I can take on the fucking world. And people don't realize that, They're just too tired. I think, it's, what workout plan do I pick? I don't want to eat right, Excuse. Oh, man, I'll have time for today. I'll go tomorrow. And it's like, dude, you gotta fucking put it in your schedule and keep yourself and be like, hey, man, I'm gonna do this.
So people always have time. They just choose not to do anything with it. We all have the same amount of time in a day. We all have the same 24 hours.
Yeah, Arnold said it perfectly. You fucking have 24 hours in a day, You get up in the morning, you do this, you do 10. He's like, that's what I did when I was, Mr. Olympia. I was doing this and this and this and this. He's like, and saying you don't have any time is wrong,
Yeah, they're choosing not to. Because even if you work 40 hours a week, you can be full-time. 40 hours a week, yeah, that's a lot. But think about it like this. There are 24 hours in a day. 7 days a week. That's a lot of time. Even if you put sleeping into it, you still have time every single day. It's about what you decide to spend your time doing. A lot of people say they're too busy to do this or do that, but we all got the same time. We all got, it's how you choose to spend your time.
Oh, exactly, man. And, it's exactly what I had to do.
People like The Rock, who's constantly filming movies nonstop, constantly going on tour for different things. He still works out every single day. Kevin Hart still works out every single day.
Yeah, he also invested a lot of money into his vitamins too. Kevin Hart was talking on Joe Rogan's podcast and stated that. He was like, he was talking to Joe about working out and just staying active. And he's like, you and The Rock stay so damn active, when you guys find time to da-da-da. And he's like, bro, if I sit still, I get bored, Apparently he's taking his vitamins now. He makes his own vitamins. Joe's like, do you take your vitamins? He's like, fuck yeah. He's like, after all the money I just spent on them, get them developed, yes.
Yeah, I've seen that. I love watching Kevin Hart talk. He's such a knowledgeable person. He knows what he's doing, what he's going after. Hard worker. It's very inspiring.
He's been down that road of hunger, He's hungry.
Yeah.
So, you sit there and you've been there and you've done that. It's like work. Like I said, it's like, oh man, I want to. I keep hating to bring up Jason Momoa. Everybody fucking brings that body up now. Oh, Aquaman. I'm like, do you have any fucking idea the shit he put in? Hugh Jackman and Wolverine, Captain America, why are they quitting their roles? I mean, they've been doing it for eons, guys. I'm like, when they get a chance to kind of unwind a little bit and sit down, it's like they want to get away from the gym. I said, there's nothing wrong with that. Those guys have disciplined their bodies. They've done what they needed to do to make you believe. Oh, well, it's not that hard. I'm like, it's pretty fucking difficult. Especially when you're on a filming shoot for anywhere from 8 to 9 months, And you got to drop your weight, and you got to do this, and you got to do this. I said, that takes a lot of practice and perseverance, and, Oh, I want that body, though. I'm like, that body takes a while to get. It takes a lot of friends, and it takes a lot of perseverance. And then it comes down to, finances. I can't afford my proteins. I can't. Yes, you can. You can go get your vegetables. You can go do this. You don't have to keep buying protein powders and shit. It just makes it
exactly
a little more suitable. Your vitamins are super cheap. About $13 for, I think of 50 vitamins or multivitamins.
And protein from food is much better than from powder, because protein powder is good to up the protein intake that you have, but it lacks other things that food has on its own. Protein shake is more of a convenience than a something necessary that you need in your everyday life. It adds to it.
Yeah, and that's why I keep telling people. I'm like, they're like, oh, you do your protein in the morning. I'm like, I do a weight gainer in the morning because it's like my breakfast. I don't have time to get a real meal. However, what I put in my shake is I put fruits, I put a banana, I put my peanut butter, I put my oatmeal, I put my ice cream. And they're like, wait a minute, ice cream? I'm like, I can't afford to do that. My body needs sugar, and I said I do that because it's got milk. I put some almond milk in there. I said that shake by the end of my morning is about almost 3,500 calories. What? And I went, yeah. I said, and are you like full? What does it do? I'm like, it gives me energy. I said I'm good till about lunchtime. That way I can burn a lot more calories while I'm walking. I said I have a very fast metabolism. That's what I know. I said I track my watch. My watch tracks my health for me, tracks how many miles I've been doing. It tells me the calorie burn, what I'm doing. I need high calories. And everybody goes, oh, well, that's not perfect for you. I said, well, that's my lifestyle,
Yeah, and people feel like they know your body better than you, or they can tell you what you need and how your body works.
The thing is, I tell people, I'm like, oh, I should go get some boost shakes or something like that. I'm like, no, design your own shake that's going to work for you, make you feel energetic, put
Exactly
amino acids in it, put this and this. And I said, yeah, you can buy, stuff from the drugstore. I can tell you how to make a decent shake that's going to fill you up for breakfast. That way, when it's time for lunch, you have a great lunch. Get something good. I said, Terry Crews, I listened to a lot of stuff he's done for his workouts. He's almost in his 50s now. And actually, I think he is in his early 50s. And he said during his sets, he'll just do a spoonful of coconut stuff. And that's all he does for like the day. And then by like lunchtime, we'll have another scoop of something. And then by dinner, he said he makes sure he has something very delicious because it better be a good meal. He's been fasting all day, He's been doing his thing. He goes, I make sure it's the best meal I'm going to have because I earned that meal. So it's going to be healthy. It's going to be delicious. And, people, I don't know, it's just a lot of excuses that, oh, this isn't this, or, I don't want to. Some veggies are, you might not like them. Might as well give them a try. I'm not a big vegetable person.
A lot of them are delicious, though. I feel like that's such a childhood mentality. And you notice how I say childhood and not childish. I say childhood mentality because when you're a child, you instantly think vegetables are nasty. I want sweets. Yeah. This isn't sweet, so it's nasty. You instantly think that as a child. So some people in their adult life have the same mindset carrying on of, oh, I always hated vegetables as a kid. I'm not going to try that or take it as an adult. Vegetables can be delicious, especially how you eat it. Yeah. And there's lots of good dips like hummus. You ever dip carrots in hummus?
We make homemade hummus, here. Which I gotta put on the Open Mind channel with my mom because I said, Mom, we gotta teach people how to eat cheaply and affordably because we're on a budget.
Exactly.
Goes, I can feed you for like less than a few bucks a day, and you eat a lot, because your metabolism is so high and this and this and this. Now, when I'm working
exactly,
out, I can easily burn through about 7,000 calories a day. And everybody goes, how many calories do you put in? I said, I try to put in at least 6,000. Do I get there? No. And they go, Jesus, how do you do it? I said, it's very cheap. I said, I try to eat healthy. Again, like I said, I've lived the bodybuilder lifestyle. But now I've gone to, being 33 years old. And my condition hasn't improved and it hasn't decreased. It's time for me to take care of the body again and go, hey, let's do the yoga. Let's do this. But yeah, you make homemade hummus it's like, man, the minute you realize you can go online and find all these cool recipes, and then you're like, I like this recipe. Let me switch it up a little bit and add something maybe I'll add a chickpea, or maybe I'll add some peas or corn or something, I'll add a little more salt than usual, but that's fine, You design your own meal plan, and you're like, man, that was really good, You can make a homemade vegetable soup that's fucking outstanding, I think people just, they're just terrified of the unknown, Plus, they put all that money in, and in today's economy, it's so hard.
Yeah, I don't want to research.
No, that's too, and It's hard. I mean, I sat down with a friend. I made a workout plan the other day for him. I sat down for about 30 minutes and said, okay, you want to get your pectorals back. You want to start doing this. To be surprising, you don't need to go to the gym. And he said, no. I said, no, you don't need a Planet Fitness thing, or you don't need this or this or this. You can lay at home. You can go to Walmart tonight, get a yoga mat, and then you can get this or this, like for a weight. Start doing these workouts every day. By then, your muscles will start building back up. Because I said your body weight can build your weight back up. Can make you very strong. Oh, I didn't know that. Like, how'd you know that? I said, a lot of my trainers have taught me that. You know, you don't need a full gym. You know. Oh, but it's good to work out in the gym. I have motivation. You know, I go there, I see people working out. I'm like, let's be honest. Today's gym is for people to hook up. You know. The last time I went to the gym, some lady was hitting on me. You know. I was trying to get my workout, and a lady was in front of me on the elliptical. And she's like, oh, sweetheart, can you show me how to work at? You know, make it work? I'm like, ma'am, I don't have time for you. You know. Again, excuses from people. And you got to find what works for you and keep working at it. And I think the plateau, too, people get to a certain level of the workout, and they're like, all right, I achieved this, but now what else can I achieve? And they don't know where to go again. You know. And they don't know it's mental. They need to fix their mentality. They need to fix their diet. You know. And the minute you keep that going, you know. I don't know. It's to each his own, you know, and it's really hard to give people guidance, you know. But the first thing and foremost step is like getting started. Because those first weeks, how was it for you when you were like, all right, I'm going to do this? You know, what was your first couple weeks like?
Well, you have to take into account that I've been trying to work out for years and just it never working. So me working out and stuff isn't new at all. But when I started seeing results is when I went in even more. Because those results are what motivated me the most. So when I seen the pounds coming down, it started motivating me the most. I didn't even realize how much weight I lost until I did it before and after. Oh, wow. A friend of mine said, you need to do it before and after. Yeah. I'm like, all right, I'm still fat, but I guess. And then I just took a screenshot of an old video, put it next to me now, and I'm just like, wow, I lost a lot of weight, which I'm still fat. And I still see myself as fat because I am. I'm not buff yet. So, like, to me, it's just like I'm still fat. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't click until
into healthy. You're healthy. You're husky.
Yeah. So, like, right when I do the pictures side by side, it's like, wow, I'm a lot slimmer. This is amazing. Yeah. So I didn't realize it. So, like, when I see that, when I first start seeing the progress, it makes me want to keep going. If I'm stuck somewhere, I'll get unmotivated. I'll get discouraged. But when I see the progress, it's like, all right, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. You know what? I'm not gonna have pizza today. I'm gonna keep going. I'm not gonna have this. I'm gonna keep going. Because I see that it's working. When I see it's working, like I started at work where I work now. It's a more active role. And it helped me with my weight loss. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to pick up a bunch of shifts. I'm working 40 hours this week so I can continue being active and keep losing. There's a gym at my job. So I'm like, you know what? I have an hour until my next show. I'm about to walk over to the gym, work out and walk back. Let me burn some more calories while I'm here. Like, people can find time. So like doing stuff like that and just being addicted to success and addicted to progress, it feels great. And even times now where I'm unmotivated, I don't slip back like I used to. Because when I was unmotivated before, I'm like, screw it, just eat. Now when I'm up, I'm like, dang, this sucks. I'm not getting anywhere. But I'm not gonna backtrack because that's gonna like just send me back to where I was. So I'll I'll be unmotivated while still trying. I'll be unmotivated while continuing to eat like this because not doing it isn't going to help me. So I still got to keep going. Even if I'm not motivated, I still got to keep going. And then I lose more and I lose more. Then people tell me how I inspire them. People tell me how they lost weight from watching me. And it's just like, all right, we're getting my motivation back. All right, let's do it. All right, let's keep working out. All right, let's make sure I keep eating. Like whether you feel good or not, whether you want to keep going or not, you should always keep going because if you stop or if you do the other stuff, it's gonna hurt you. So it's either you're unmotivated and you destroy all your progress, or you're unmotivated but you just keep going anyway. And that's what you should do.
You know, and I hate when people they get there and they're tracking themselves and they're like, oh, and they make excuses for equipment that they need, or, oh, it's like, oh, I have nothing to motivate me. It's like, you motivate you? Do you feel good? And you're like, yeah, kind of, but I need the Apple Watch to tell me this. And it's like, it's nothing but a convenience for it to tell you what you've been doing, so you can tell yourself, okay, I need to load up my calories for the day. I need to do a few more steps. And I have two friends that we're on the Apple Watch fitness thing together, and we track each other every day. And him and his husband are amazing, and they're just like, oh my God, like you didn't close your rings yet. So that tells me to get the hell up for a minute and run, close it out, so I close out those rings. And that's the best way to keep yourself tracked, but people just need to learn. It's just like you have to, not only promote yourself, but if you don't feel good about yourself, it projects on other people too, your attitude.
Yeah.
And people don't realize that, like, oh man, I'm overweight. And I realize that working in the parks that we work for, you see somebody rolling in an ECV, man, you can see that they're in pain, they're struggling, and they're just like, I'm disabled. And it's like, no, you're just lazy. Like, I'm gonna say it. You're just lazy.
And you have the right to say it because, like, you have an actual, like, physical disability and you're ripped. Yeah. And you're still walking. Yeah. Like, you're not on an ACV. You're walking into work every day.
Mm-hmm. You walk in, put your clothes on, and you're, like, looking at people, and they're like, and there's some people that need the ECV. Maybe they have muscular dystrophy or something like that. But then there's other people that are just so huge. I was going to Disney a while back, and my girl was following with me, and we're doing some pin trading, et cetera, et cetera. We decided to have some lunch, so I was like, hey, let's hot out of here. I was like, Arby's is my guilty pleasure, and I earn it. So, and she was like, okay, we burn our calories for the day. And I was like checking my watch because my track's better than hers. And these two people in front of me. I don't know if you guys have seen the movie WALL-E. But during the one scene in WALL-E, man, there's like these people are all like these moving chairs, and they're fucking huge. I mean, like 450, 500 plus. This husband and wife couple sitting in the same hop arounds, just like legs out, like chilling, with like they had an umbrella on it, they had a fan blowing on them, they had their beer in their hand. I'm like, holy fuck, it's WALL-E. This is what WALL-E's doing. This is what WALL-E was trying to prevent us from doing. And you couldn't even get around them. And I said, "Excuse me, folks, can we get around you?" And I'm running on my crutches, and they're like, "No." And I'm like, God, I got so offended. And I was like, "Can you fat fucks please move?" And like my girl goes, "You didn't hold back." I went, "No." I said, "I asked them nicely, now they're fucking being dicks." "No, you fat fucks please move." I said, "None of us can get through." There's a lady behind me in a wheelchair. She needs to get through. And you guys are fucking, just clogging the space because you want to. And telling us to feel bad about you. This was... And for me, saying that to them, that was their life choice. It looked exactly what I thought it was. They could have gotten up. They could have found a trainer. They could have switched their diet up. And there's many people that do. They switch their diet up because they're like, I don't want to be in a chair. I don't want to be in a hover round. They'd rather be in a walker or something like that, walking around enjoying life. But there's some people like that. You're just like, I don't feel bad for you. There's so many outlets for you. Now there's so many applications you can use. There's so many dietitians you can use. And it saddens me that people go down that road and they feel bad for me. It's like, no, I really don't.
Yeah. It's one thing to just be big and genuinely not know, and it's another to let yourself get that far. Because when you're like my 600-pound life type of big, it comes to a point where like that's 100% your fault. Like I seen videos where like that they fed their little daughter like a full block of cheese and drinking 2 liters of soda, uh, like in one sitting and just like eating all these different things, and it's like you don't have to eat that much. So it's a big difference between not knowing how to lose weight yet and just choosing to be extra gluttonous and an inconvenience to everyone around you.
You know, and the funny thing is, we work in the park. I mean, I work in the park still, and Moby would know. You know, you get people that come up, I can't fit on your ride. Why isn't this accommodated for me? And you're looking at them going, try to be very nice about it, you know, and you're just like, well, you know, unfortunately, the ride manufacturers do the best they can, you know, but they can't accommodate everybody. You know.
I couldn't fit on the rides when I was 19. I couldn't fit on any of the roller coasters. And now I can fit on every single ride in the park.
Yeah, I mean, how's your thighs?
When I was younger, I told myself, I said,
Thighs that are usually the biggest part on the rides.
yeah, I said to myself, I have a goal to fit on this ride. I'm going to fit on this ride again one day. Yeah. And I did. And I put in the work and I changed my eating. I was more active and I can fit on the rides. Like, people can do so much and they limit themselves. And I'll go back to what I was saying before. Like, Google, YouTube, those are amazing, amazing tools for learning if you take advantage of it. Oh, yeah. I learned so much just Googling and reading all these articles and science experiments and like fitness people, and just absorb all the information like a sponge and then trying out different things, seeing what works for me, and just learning and actually know. You can tell when you're having a conversation if someone knows what they're talking about and someone who's just saying bull crap. And like with you, you know what you're talking about. You know what you have to do to get fit. And you can weed people out easily when they talk about fitness, if they actually know what they're talking about or not, or if they're just going to tell you, no, you're wrong because this is what I was told, so this is what you have to do. They never had to lose weight in their life.
Well, for me, it was like, you know, working well with all the trainers and having a lot of muscular work and surgery work. I went in from one surgery and I came out and they went, this surgery cost, I think it was at the time, $98,000. Grand total was, I believe, $106,000 after the therapy and all that stuff. And then I had to get a trainer, and I had to be back together within 3 to 4 months. You know, so you're retraining your whole entire body, and you're learning from them, and you're like, oh, you can do anything. And it's like, does it improve your body? Humpty Dumpty, you know, can you rebuild? But Humpty Dumpty's never going to be the same again, you know. And I never was the same, but at the same time, it's like you train with them, and all that work that the surgeons do and stuff like that, for me, you know, to get my ass out of a chair and, you know, walk, you know, it's just like, man, I can't take this for granted. I've been given more of an opportunity than most people, you know. There's some kids and, you know, people in my condition that can't do this. They would love to be on crutches. They would love to be on a walker or even in a wheelchair, you know, a regular wheelchair. But they have to have a joystick because they can't, they don't have the motor skills. They don't have this or this. And, you know, you got to look at life and say, man, damn, I'm very fucking lucky, but I also need to take care of myself because, you know, all that work that everybody put in towards me to get here, you know, I'm putting all of them down, you know. Yeah, the doctors don't really give a shit because they're getting paid either way. You know, they did what they had to do. But at the end of the day, it's you and, you know, people around you that are like, listen, man, we put all this money into you. You better work your ass off to get, you know, at least be somewhere you need to be, you know, not take it for granted. And yeah, it's a rough life for some people, and I understand, you know, it's just like, oh my God, that thing called fitness. I don't know if I want to become fit. I think one thing also, it's not just the fitness, it's the dieting. America in general.
Well, dieting's the most important.
In America in
But
general.
going on a diet is different. Going on a diet is temporary. A lifestyle change is what people need.
What did you think when you heard of keto? When every few months, guys, there's another freaking social media diet.
Um, Keto diet, most people are doing it wrong. Before I answer that, I just want to say something real quick to what you said about training. Personal trainers are expensive. Not everyone can afford that. However, there are plenty of free YouTube videos that will give you full workouts. That's what I follow myself. Like Athlete X, he's a personal trainer that, yeah, he has stuff that you buy, but he has a full channel of different workouts on each type of body you can do. And I follow his stuff and it works wonders and I don't have to pay for it. So there's always resources. As far as the keto, I've looked into it because most people do it wrong. And most people do it in a really, really unhealthy way because you load up on fat and it puts your body in ketosis to burn fat. It works, but a lot of people do it really, really unhealthy. There's plenty of healthy fats. You can do it with healthy fats and it'll be okay. But people don't know the difference between fats and healthy fats. So they do all this unhealthy fat and all this grease and it's hurting their heart. It's not healthy at all. They're losing weight, but it's not healthy at all. But they think, oh, I can eat fat foods and still lose weight. Let's do it. Like if you're gonna do keto, do it with healthy fats. Do it with nuts. Do it with avocado. Do it with lean meat.
And do you think that's like lack of just knowledge? I mean, I think when I went to
A definite lack of knowledge. A huge lack of knowledge.
all their workout tips from Facebook, and I'm like, no, you need to Google. You need to, oh, I don't want to use Google. I'm like, there are plenty of outlets and books you can read about
Yeah.
fats and unhealthy fats. And I said, I made a protein packet one day because I needed my just carbs and protein, guys. And I bought like some jerky and my nuts, my carbs, and I would have little snack packs throughout the day, so I'd have a little more extra energy. People were like, oh, that's unhealthy for you. I'm like, I do my research. I know what I need. What you're doing with this fat chasing and stuff like that. I said, your cholesterol is probably going to, go up fucking, dramatically.
Yeah.
Your heart can't take that. You're going to clog some arteries. Oh, no.
Exactly. Because they're not doing it the right way. When people post pictures and stuff, it's just like, that's not good for you at all. You gotta do healthy fats if you're gonna do it.
My brother, his two, cousins had both done keto, and I think they're doing it healthy from what I've been told and seen photos, because they look phenomenal. And there's people that are doing it right and understand it, or are doing the research as they're doing it. And you can get a dietitian online. You can get dietitian apps that will walk you through every fucking healthy fat. But these social media fucking diets every few months. Oh, I'm on the diet. It's like, have you done your research on it? No. So-and-so's a trainer. They know all about it. And then when you go deep dive on it, you go into Wikipedia or you literally search it, you find out it's full of bullshit.
Yeah.
Which is sad. I hate misinformation. Even on Facebook, I try to be, from our company page, I try to be as much, I try to get as much info as I can for things that I post. I'm just like, oh man, like they got it from this article and this article and this article, and nobody's really speaking on this terminology of this diet or this workout plan, or, oh no, it's one size fits all. Everybody can do it, and then everybody, they feed off each other, and they don't do their own research. They didn't do it, or they don't.
And even if they do lose the weight, they gain it all back right after because they go right back to how they're eating before.
One thing, like keeping you.
So those temporary diets don't do anything.
Exactly, and it's sad. I mean, you've been working out for quite a while, and when I first saw that damn photo, I was just like, damn, dude, he looks fucking. I was like, I'm so proud of you. I'm just like, Jesus, he's doing it. I'm like, I can't be any more happier. I'm like, he's found something that works for him. He seems much more excited. Weird question. I mean, during Horror Nights of last year, was that kind of an epiphany too of like, playing that, killer clowns from outer space, going, the epiphany of, oh shit, I want to lose some weight.
Nope, it had nothing to do with that. I always planned on losing weight when I felt like it. I was good where I was because I was always fat my entire life. So that was just me. It was what I was used to. And I figured I want to have a body like this one day. I wasn't pursuing it yet. I always in the back of my mind knew I wanted it one day. And then one day happened where I was like, you know what? I'm going to pursue it now. Let's do it. But even then, before all that, talking to people who know what they're doing. I know professional wrestlers. I know professional boxers. I know people who are just shredded. And I talk to them, the wrestlers. How are you working out? What do you do? When do you work out? The boxers. What's your cardio like? What exercises do you do? The health fitness people. What do you eat? When do you eat? How do you eat? Like information from different people who do it different ways, added on to my own research, and then I add more. I have a friend named Lisa. She is amazing. She's a dancer. She hit me up and was like, yo, I seen your Instagram. Me and you eat very similar. I eat like this too. And then me and her would compare lunches. And I would only eat like a small selection of things because I didn't have too much knowledge. Just knew these foods help. So when I seen her, we eat similar. I'm like, yo, what's that? What's this? Yo, what's that? And then she would tell me this, try this. I eat that, try that. And I'll do it and it helps. So like it's being around me, people who actually knowing what they're talking about and just learning and actually wanting to do it and not giving up, it works wonders. So it was no one. I never, like when I was at my biggest, I was always active and athletic, real athletic for a fat guy. So I was never in a situation where it's like, I shouldn't be tired this fast. Like I was never like that. I was always good. So I never had a moment where I'm like, I need to turn things around. But it was more of I always eventually wanted to do it. And then one day I was like, all right, it's time. I'm going to do it now.
I mean, that's a good thing that you're like, oh my God, it's time. I think people need to they hit that they get to that plateau, they get that gym membership and they're just like, all right, here we go.
I didn't even know if I could afford it at the time. I wasn't getting paid like I do now. I get paid much more now than I did back then. And I didn't know if I could afford it or not, but I just took a leap of faith.
Yeah, I think it was like I told you about it. People, they'll put all the money into it and they'll sit home, and it's sad. It's like, dude, you just dropped $300. You're going to the gym for a year, Oh no, man, I go to the Y and I spent like $200. I'm not too worried about it. Planet Fitness and stuff like that, and LA Fitness. And trust me, I worked at LA Fitness for a while, did the trial membership, and the reason why I didn't keep working out there is the price was too high for me in general. I already have almost half my gym equipment at home. I have my dumbbells and my bands and everything I need. I just like some of the equipment that they have with the ellipticals and stuff like that for my legs. But yeah, people, I get so angry when people are like, yeah, man, I'm going to the gym tonight. I just spent $300, and then a week later, hey, I have the gym. Man, I'm not really in the mood to go to the gym today. I'm kind of depressed, and then it's like, man, you better be using that freaking gym membership. You use your Netflix more than you use your gym membership. I was like,
exactly.
Well, what do you do? I was like, I take my Game of Thrones with me, man. I'll put it in my phone and I'll slap it on the elliptical or whatever, and I'll run as I'm fucking watching the show.
Exactly. I'll go on a treadmill for like 40 minutes watching YouTube videos on my headphones.
Yeah, that's what I did. And somebody goes, "Oh, well, that's kind of weird." I said, "No," but I don't think about it. I look at the counter. I look at my heart rate. I said, "Okay, man, I've got another 2 laps to go. I got to knock off 5 miles." Sometimes I go over that. They'll be like, "What?" I'm like, sometimes I go over 5 miles. I'll hit 6 or 7 by the time I'm done. My body tells me, "Hey, it's time. We did it." You look down, you're like, "Oh man, I'm tired." Look down, your legs feel like jelly, and you're just like, I did it, without even knowing it. You get off, you feel like you said, you feel so much better. You feel pumped, and your blood is pumping, and stuff like that. I just think people need to just find what works for them. Moby and I are here. We'll talk to you, but it's you more or less finding yourself and wanting to do it. And that's the hard part. Moby, I'm so fucking...
And you'll feel better about yourself.
I mean, I'm so glad, man. Like, I cannot believe that.
Yeah. It's disclaimer for me, though, because I felt great no matter what, because I'm awesome and super talented and don't need validation from other people, but not everyone's like that. So even though I felt great regardless about myself, most people won't because it's not normal in this society. But if you are depressed and eating more from depression, which sucks. I've been depressed for 8 years. I'm not anymore. But like when you lose weight and you feel better, like that's going to start going away. You're going to start like loving your body more and taking care of your body more. And your whole quality of life is going to get better. Mm-hmm. You don't have to worry about depression and stuff. You're going to have energy to go out and do stuff more. You're not going to feel low and tired all the time. You're going to feel like you can go and do things nonstop. You just have to take care of yourself. When you start taking care of yourself physically, and you start taking care of yourself mentally, and start being emotionally stable, I know that seems like something that's impossible, but it definitely is. Just start taking care of yourself and love yourself. Love your body, love your mind, love who you are, and just make the things around you good. Get rid of toxic people who bring you down and who don't want to see you succeed, and just do things for you and do things to make you happy and do things that are better for your life. And just start reaching out and going for stuff. Not even if it's not weight loss. I know it's the topic of this. Anything at all. You just got to go for it. And don't make excuses on why you can't do this or why you can't do that. Figure out why you can't do it and then figure out how to get around that. If you can't get somewhere, go another way. If a door is locked, check the side of the house. Mm-hmm. I'm not giving you advice to break in somewhere. These are metaphorical doors. But y'all get what I'm saying.
Pretty much. I mean, like I said, that's the first thing you got to do. Talk to people out of your life. I mean, that's the fucking truth. People hate success. And I hate, even if it's minor thing that you do, whether it's something like what I do, a podcast, run a little small company that I'm starting to go, doing my research and having my fun. People are like, oh, why do you do that? I'm like, well, because it makes me fucking happy. And I've already gotten more farther than I ever thought I would get. Where's it going to go? Here's our company goal. We're going to get there? Who knows? But people hate success because they think it's hard to gather. It's not. No.
Well, they hate it when other people have it and they don't. Mm-hmm. People get jealous. They want you to succeed, but not more than them.
Yeah, when they see you kind of, you're doing a little well, or you're getting a little more assistance than you need to be getting. Oh, I hate that you're doing that. It's like, it's none of your concern. I'm not you. It's me. And so a lot of people, they just don't want to take the risk that you're taking. And I've taken plenty, because I've started Open Minds for now 5 years now. I mean, I've taken so many risks, so many chances. I've been told no more times than I can count. I keep going. I've been told by big companies, no. We don't want nothing to do with you. You're not ready yet. And I said, no, I'm not ready yet, but I would love you to take the chance. What do you have to lose? And they couldn't. A lot of people can't answer me. And I said, what do you have to lose? Nothing. You can write that off in taxes. Your company takes no loss. I'm the one that takes a loss. And I have nothing to gain. I think people said you take a risk, love yourself, and you just gotta go for it, man. Like if it feels impossible, there's other people around you, there's groups, there's people like Moby, myself. Everybody's there to like cheer you on. We've been there, we've done that. I'd rather encourage.
Exactly, and there's nothing wrong with being a work in progress. I am. People see the confidence I have and how I present myself, and I'm still a work in progress.
And these last few months, I've been keeping an eye on your Instagram because you're on our page and stuff like that. I'm just like, oh my God, he's looking phenomenal. You'll chime in with like a quick question. You're like, what do you guys think of this? How do I'm feeling great. What do you guys think? and it's that little pick you up for yourself, going, man, I thank you. I needed to hear that right now, or something like that. And
Yeah, I mean that's what my Instagram is all about. Is motivation for everything, not just fitness, but motivation in general. Because I know what it's like to not have it from other people. When I told you earlier that all my motivation is from myself, that's the truth. I don't have motivation from other people, so I motivate myself and I keep going. And knowing what it's like to not have the motivation from other people, I am the motivation. I try to give people what I don't have.
Yeah.
So if someone can be scrolling through Instagram and then come across my video, and when they're having a bad day and they feel like giving up, and they see my video about never giving up and following their dreams, or if they're stuck and they want to lose weight but they can't, and then they stumble across my videos about my weight loss and how I'm doing it, how they shouldn't stop, because how I was doing it originally when I was 380, 360, I'm just like, I'm over 300 pounds. If I can do this, you can. That was a big thing. I'm this heavy. If I can do it, I'm almost 400 pounds. If I can do it, you can. And now I'm 270. And I can't say I'm over the 100 pounds. If I can do it, you can. But I can say, look at how far I've come. If I did it, you can. Because there's people a lot smaller than me that have smaller goals. And it's like, you can do that. You can do it and nothing is stopping you. You just got to keep going.
It's the only personal mentality. You're your own worst enemy. At the end of the day, you got to think about it and go, shit. Always start off with small goals, work your way towards that, and you don't realize you're setting all these fucking goals for yourself. In the morning, you're just like, I want to do this. Start small. Okay, I'm up. I want a cup of coffee. Got the cup of coffee. What's today's agenda? Today's agenda is this. Okay, well, I'm not there yet. Let's move forward to the time the day's over. I didn't accomplish everything I wanted to accomplish, but these goals are taken care of.
Exactly. Small goals are very important. Small goals are needed. I had to go lose 100. And every single year, I wanted to lose 100 pounds. Every single year, I didn't do it. And then I was like, you know what? I want to lose 100, but for now, I want to lose 20. All right, cool. I lost 20. I will lose another 20. All right, cool. My next goal, you guessed it, 20 pounds. And those add up to now, bam, I lost 100 pounds. That was my big goal. Cool. I accomplished it. I'm happy. This is great. Now, I make a new goal. And my new goal, 20 pounds. I'm 10 pounds down, 10 more pounds to go. When I lose 10 more pounds, not only will it be 100 overall, it'll be 100 this year alone. 120 overall. And that's small goals that you set to get to big ones. My major goal is to be 230, 240, but of all muscle. That's a major goal I have. Am I going to get that right now? No. I got to work towards it. I have to set small goals to get there. And I am. And I have gone real far. From almost 400 to 20 pounds off of 400 to 30 pounds below 300. Like, if I did it, you can. Anybody listening can.
Absolutely. It just takes time and perseverance. And just keeping yourself motivated and putting people around you that are going to keep you motivated. But like Moby keeps saying, it's just like you gotta want you.
Exactly. All right. Well, I'm going to start advertising my stuff as we wrap this up. I got a new video called Fat Thor. Y'all need to check it out if you haven't already. It's some great stuff, comedic stuff right there. Thor became fat in the MCU, and I was like, you know what? This is calling me. I gotta do this before I lose all my weight. I'm gonna become Fat Thor, and I made a video about it, and people like it, and I'm gonna make it into a series, and I'm excited about that. Come and check out my YouTube channel if you enjoy being entertained. But if you want to be motivated, check out my Instagram. on literally every social media. I am Moby Lee. MOBYLEY. There's a space between Moby and Lee. Just type that in on Instagram or Twitter or YouTube or Facebook, and I am there. And if you ever want advice from me personally, hit me up on Instagram. I'll talk. I've had people, one of the greatest feelings ever is when a complete stranger hit me up on Instagram because my videos and asked me for advice. I felt great that someone who doesn't even know me decided this guy knows what he's talking about. I'm going to come to him and try to improve myself with knowledge that I gained from him. That was such a compliment to me. So watch my journey, check me out. And when I get started, when I finally get like my big break and start to get bigger, it's just going to be a snowball effect. So come check me out and watch the whole thing unfold.
Beautiful. Love it, man. I'm so fucking grateful to have you back on again. You are, what number is this? Shit. This is number 3, brother. Number 3 or number 4?
I think it's 4. And we got to do another one. I'm not gonna come back on until I am 250.
We're gonna set a date for that. I will definitely keep it around you. Just, like I said, man, when I heard, I was so happy. And I'm just glad you're keeping motivated with it. I was like, yes, this is great. And it's been a long journey for you. And I know what it's like every step of the way, way of the road, because I've been there. You know, I haven't had weight issues. I mean, I have weight issues. It's just gaining the weight. Keeping it off is not a problem. You know, so mine's completely different, but mine is keeping the body in tune because the body is breaking down. And it's the way my condition handles it. And it's like, hey, so you're working out. Now here's feel all this pain that you've not felt before. And I'm like, oh boy. But it's also good for you because you get to, get yourself in shape. Your body is like ready for this and it needs it. And losing all that weight does help the bones and body and blood and everything else. So, yeah, man, it's been a wonderful one, man. I had a great freaking time. Sorry for all the technical issues earlier, but we'll figure all that out later. But it was great to have you on, man. It's always a pleasure. And it's great to know you and great to have you as a friend.
I agree, and we have to eventually do a live podcast.
We will, and I'm thinking for the next one, guys, if you want it, maybe we'll do it on Twitch. We'll do Twitch live. We'll do a Twitch live Q&A. We'll get everything set up on my end, and we'll do on the Open Mind at Twitch. It's Open Mind Industries. Just type us in. We're on every freaking website thing on demand. Moby's everywhere. If you want to listen to Moby's, previous podcasts to see what he looked like or what he was discussing, man, hop on OpenMindIndustries.com. Or YouTube, Open Mind Industries. We are trademarked and all this stuff, so hop on, say hello. But I think the next one, we should definitely do a Twitch live Q&A and see where it goes. Have people chime in.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
And one last thing I want to do is plug my podcast that I have with Tommy NC20. Tommy and Moby's awesome podcast, man. Him, we don't do it. We only done a few of them so far. We're gonna keep doing it as long as the people like it. And me and him, we also, I do me and him joint podcasts together. So if you guys like podcasts and like listening to me, head over to Tommy's channel, and you can see our podcast over there. That is podcast on Tommy NC 2010. All right, guys, thank you all for listening. Thank you for having me. And make sure, if you are watching this on YouTube, to thumbs up that like button, hit that subscribe, hit the bell icon, comment if you enjoyed what you heard. And until next time, peace.
Moby Lee is signed out. And as always, guys, keep an open mind. Have a great week. Keep positive. Keep motivated.